Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518. Welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. Today, this is the 1977 One and Gone tournament. We now enter the second round, and this is game number 11. It's the number 17 Detroit Tigers at 74-88, taking on the number 1 Kansas City Royals at 102-60. And this game is at Royals Stadium. We now begin the second round of our One and Gone tournament here for 1977. I think we got a good pitching matchup. We got Dave Rozema versus Dennis Leonard. This should be lots of fun as both teams get excited and ready to play some baseball. As I'm looking for my dice and make sure we're all set and ready to play. There we go. The Detroit Tigers got here by defeating the Montreal Expos in the first round. I'll go ahead and show you the bracket here for the tournament we're playing right now. As you can see, Detroit beat Montreal, so they beat a higher seeded team, although both teams were actually pretty much even. So what do you get for defeating the Expos? You get to play the best team in the entire tournament, and that is the Kansas City Royals. Now, even though, of course, the New York Yankees won the World Series in 1977, this Royals team at 102-60 was definitely the best team in baseball, although they only had 2 more wins more than the New York Yankees did that year. So I'm expecting a very interesting game today between the Tigers and the Royals. And we are going to get ready to play a little baseball here. So forget about the ballots. Let's play some baseball. Starting pitcher for the 1977 Kansas City Royals will be Dennis Leonard. He was 20-12 with a 3.04 ERA. Fans here at Royal Stadium ready to watch some baseball, and let's get started. Top of the first, leading off for the 1977 Detroit Tigers will be center fielder Ron LaFleur. Back in the American League ballpark, both teams have their designated hitters. Leonard's first pitch is a 5-2. That's a strikeout chance, and a 1 is definitely going to get him there. And he strikes out LaFleur easily, and that is the first out. Royal Stadium subtracts 3 from strikeouts and 1 from walks. No home run adjustment. Next up is second baseman Tito Fuentes. Leonard with the pitch. That's a 4-3. That's a strikeout chance, a 17 too high. Fuentes 3-3, and that is a star line 5, and he flies out to left field for out number 2. And now the designated hitter for the Tigers, and that would be Rusty Staub. Staub was not when the Tigers went to play Montreal. He was not in the lineup because of the non-DH rule in the National League ballpark. 2-5 for Leonard, possible error. Staub 3-3. That's a fly ball to left field, and that is played by McRae. His error rating is an 8. That's a 10. McRae is not going to have a problem there, and he will put it away for the final out of the inning. Nothing for Detroit. Go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Tigers will be Dave Rozema. He was 15-7 with a 3.09 ERA. Fine pitcher, and that's a good year for the Tigers. So I'm thinking he'll have a pretty good game. We'll find out. But he's got to go up against a very strong Royals lineup. And it starts with this guy, third baseman George Brett. He will lead it off. The pitch from Rosema, that is a 5-2. Strikeout chance, 19 too high. Brett, a 4-3, and he's going to lead it off with a single past the shortstop for a base hit. Leadoff single for Brett. He will hold it first. And now we will see left fielder Hal McRae. 8. Milt May's catching arm is -1 would be a 7. A 1-7 for Brett to steal, no. I'll call it off, and I will let McRae bat. Range is, of course, halfway. Rosema's pitch 1-4. That's a range play at Royal Stadium. 4-2, and that's going to be a star line 4. That's a ground ball to short. Tom Verizor is the shortstop for Detroit. His range is a 3. Does he make the play? No, he does not. That's going to be a single. It gets by him. George Brett's base running rating is a 4. In order to get to third, he needs to be a 5. He will hold at second. But the Royals are in business with 2 leadoff base hits. Next batter for the Royals will be center fielder Tom Poquette. Infield still halfway. Anything on a strat? An 8. Nope. Already the Royals are in business. Rosema with traffic on the base pads. Poquette with here's the pitch. That's a 1-2 possible hit by pitch. That is a 10, and that is good, and that is going to be a hit by pitch. Poquette with a 10. Rosema adds 5. That's a 15. 10 on the dice, and the Royals are going to have the bases loaded and no one out in the bottom of the first. Hit batter. And still nobody out. And that will bring up the right fielder, Al Cowens, for Kansas City. Infield still halfway. They're going to try to turn 2. Anything on the strat? A 16. Nothing going on. Rozema with the pitch. That's a 5-6. That's a blank. Cowens, 2-2. Popped up to short. 1 out. Nobody moves. A pop out to short. Now we'll see first baseman John Mayberry. Strat rolls as a 3. No steal. Bases still loaded, but now 1 out. Can Rozema gets out of the jam? Rosema's pitch. That's a 4-5. That is a wild pitch possibility, but the 12 will be too high. So they will. So a nice pitch there, but it's ball 1. Rosema will get another chance. 6-1, that's at the ballpark. And a 5-4, and that is, let's see, 5-4, that's going to be a bases clearing triple by John Mayberry. That is a triple to left. Brett will score, McRae will score, Paquette will score, Mayberry goes to third, and just like that, the Royals jump out to a 3-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! A big triple brings in 3 runs early here in the game. Next batter will be the catcher, Darryl Porter. Mayberry on at third. The Tigers are going to bring the infield normal. Just try to get an out. Actually, they're going to bring the infield in, which means Mayberry really won't have a chance to score with a base running rating of -1. So here's the pitch to Porter, and that is a 6-4. That's a possible error on a grounder. Porter 6-4. That's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Thompson. His error rating is a 7. That is a 12. That is a 12. John Mayberry, with a no base running rating, has to hold at third base. Porter will be out at first for the second out. Two men down, and the batter now will be the designated hitter for Kansas City, and that is Amos Otis. Mayberry still on at third. Anything on strat? And that is a 13-0. Rosema will pitch. A 1-2 possible hit by pitch again with a 6 on the die. No. Otis is 0. Rosema adds 5, but that's a 6, so there is no hit by pitch. Otis will get to swing, though. 5-2, star line 3, grounds out to third, and that ends the inning. 3 runs for Kansas City on 3 hits and a hit batter. At the end of 1, the Royals are already out in front, 3-0 on the Tigers. As we now just starting the second round of this 1977 one-and-gone tournament. The Royals, of course, had the bye. They didn't play in the first round. The Tigers eliminated Montreal in order to get here. Top of the second, here is the left fielder Steve Kemp for Detroit. Leonard's pitch, 2-5, possible error. Kemp, 4-5. Ground ball to first base. That's hit to Mayberry's. Error rating is a 4. That's a 5. Not a problem for Mayberry. He's going to throw to Leonard to have Leonard tag the bag, and that is out number 1. First baseman Jason Thompson will take a swing. Michael Peterson joins me here. Just finished that Yanks Sox. Ugh. Ed Whitson was horrendous. Sorry, Mike. I know you're rooting for your Yankees that game. The hits just wouldn't stop coming in that game last night. But it was realistic. It was realistic. The final score, the original final score of that game was 14-5 Red Sox. It finished 13-8. Can't say Payoff Pitch didn't have it right. Leonard's pitch, 5-1. That's a range play at the ballpark. Jason Thompson, 3-2. And that is a blank. We're going to have a rare play. So let's see what kind of rare play we have. That is a 1-4. Right fielder dives after a sinking liner. Resolve as a single 9 range play. So the ball is hit to right field, and that is Cowens. His range is a 4. Does he make the play? No, he does not. That's going to be a base hit. It's resolved as an S9 range play. So that is a single for Thompson. He will get to first. And now we got to check for injury to Cowens. So let's see. Cowens' injury rating is a 0. So let's see if he's all right. And that is a 6. And re-roll on the next one. A 2. And he is fine. Cowens just brushes off his jersey, and he is fine. But that is a base hit for Thompson. It will be a single, and the batter will be right fielder Ben Oglevy for Detroit. Never was a fan. Can't wait to start playing. Yeah, you should. 1 out. Runner on first. See if there's anything on the strat. That's a 1. Thompson, a hit and run possibility. Oglevy strikeout rating too high. Nope. Call off the hit and run. They'll hit normally. Leonard's pitch. 1-4. Range play. Oglevy. 4-3. Ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Brett. His range is a 5. He will make that play. Now, double play chance. 3-0. Infield, of course, halfway. 4. Both second baseman and shortstop have no extra pivot rating. So a 1-4, Brett turns 2. And he does. Third base to second base to first base, side retired. As they get the twin kill. 5-4-3 double play. Nothing for Detroit. They did get a hit, but we go to the bottom of the second, and still 3-0 Royals. Here comes Dave Rozema. Leading off for the Royals will be the shortstop, Freddie Patek. Rosema's pitch, 6-3, strikeout chance, 9 against a righty. That'll do it. Struck him out. 13 minus 3 is a 10. Still a 9. He gets him. One down. The batter now for the Royals will be second baseman Frank White. Rozema, 1-4, range play at the ballpark. That's a 1-1. Ground ball at the pitcher's at the plate, and that is Milt May. His range is a 5. He will make the play. Grounded at the plate, throws to first to get the out. 2 down. Nice play by Milt May at the plate. And now George Brett. Bears Den 007 joins me here at Royal Stadium. Cowens is very durable back then. Yes, he was. George Brett got a base hit his last time up. Rozema, 5-4. Possible home run check against a righty. That is a 17, nothing from adjustment, but an 18 on the dice. George Brett does not get the homer, but he does get the hit. And that is a 4-4, and he flies out the left. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Rozema. But still, 3-0 Kansas City. We now go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Tigers will be the catcher, Milt May. This is the start of the second round of the 1977 one and gone. Leonard's pitch, 6-6. That's a strikeout chance. A four is not going to get him. A 5 - 3 is a 2. May does not strike out. He gets some help from Royal Stadium. So May gets to swing 1-6, but he does fly out to right. Here is third baseman Aurelio Rodriguez. Leonard's pitch, 6-5 against a righty. That's a blank. Rodriguez, 5-2, ground out to third. And here's the shortstop, Tom Verizor. As Forever Maine 90 joins me here at Royal Stadium. Leonard's pitch, 1-3. That's a home run check against a righty. It's a 1-13. That's a 4. It does pass. Verizor has a 3 to hit a home run. No adjustment from Royal Stadium. A 1-3. Verizor hits this out. It's a 6. He does not, so it becomes a blank, and now Verizor will swing normally. And that is a 6-3, and he grounds it to short. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Leonard. The Tigers got a couple of home run chances, but couldn't make do with them. As we now go to the bottom of the third. Hal McRae will lead off for the Royals. Rosema, 4-1. Strikeout chance of 5 is going to be too high. Even though McRae's home strikeout rating is a 5, subtract 3 from Royal Stadium. That 5 is too high. McRae gets help from the ballpark, and now he'll swing 5-3, but he grounds out to second. Tom Poquette will come up. 6-5 from Rozema. That's a blank. Poquette, 5-5. He flies out the left. And now Al Cowens, who has an injury rating, who basically looked like he was going to get hurt, but he just brushed off his jersey and said, I'm just fine. Rosema's pitch, 1-2, a possible hit by pitch. 9 + 5 is 14. That's a 15. So Cowens barely jumps out the way, but now he'll swing. And he does a 1-4, and he flies out the left. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Royals. Still 3-0 Kansas City at the end of 3. Reminder, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight on the 85 payoff pitch season. New York and Boston took so long. Yes, I know it did. There were a lot of hits in that game. One of the longest. I'm not the longest 9-inning game I've ever done, only because when I first started playing payoff pitch and learning the rules, it took a while longer. But that may have been the longest 9-inning game I've done since knowing the rules down pat. Top of the 4th inning, Dennis Leonard will pitch to Ron LaFleur, leading off for Detroit. Leonard's pitch, 5-1, range play at the ballpark. 6-5, and that is a possible double to center field. Tom Poquette's range out there is a 4. Does he make the play? Yes, easily with a 1. He's running back, but has plenty of room and steals a double away from LaFleur. 1 out. That becomes a fly out to center. Here's Tito Fuentes. You had an extra inning game that was just as long. Exactly. Leonard's pitch. That is a 1-4. That's another range play. Getting a lot of range plays in this game so far. 3-4. That's a ground ball to second base. Frank White's range is a 4. He will make that play. Nice pickup. Throws to first to get the out. And that's a ground out to second. And now Rusty Staub. Leonard, 4-3. Strikeout chance, 11 too high. Staub, 5-1. Fly out to right. 1-2-3 inning for Detroit. And we will go to the bottom of the fourth. Here is John Mayberry. He hit a triple his last time up. A 3 RBI triple, actually, scoring all of the Royals' runs. Rosema's pitch, 1-1. That's a double question mark. Against a lefty, a 1-16 would be a star line, and that's what he's got. That's going to be an automatic out, and it's a fly out to center. After playing that game in Payoff Pitch last night with the score of 13-8, I do have the 1985 season, in Inside Pitch now. I've not put it together yet. I still got to separate the cards. I almost want to replay that game in Inside Pitch and see if I get the same type of result. Darryl Porter will lead off. I read that players and commissioner talking same playoff format for Universal DH. I don't know. Like I said, I think 16 teams is too much. 16 teams is too much. It should be 12. 6 from each league. And the Universal DH, as much as I hate the designated, I've said this over and over again till I'm blue in the face. I'll say it again. I hate the designated hitter. I hate the DH. I hate the DH. But you got a pitcher on the mound. His job is to pitch. He's getting paid $300 million to pitch, something that Babe Ruth, Cy Young, Sandy Koufax, Tom Seaver never got that kind of money. You don't want your pitcher tearing his ACL on a routine ground out to second. I understand. The National League needs to put it in. As much as I hate it, and I do, the pitcher should grab a stick, but not when you're getting paid $300 million to throw the ball, not hit the ball. Give Mike Trout the $433 million because his job is to hit, not to pitch. 1 out, pitch to Porter. Rozema, 3-6. Against the lefty, that's an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground out to short. And now here's Amos Otis. Rozema, 3-5. That's a range play. Otis, 3-1. That's a single into left field, and the ball is hit to Steve Kemp. His range is a 2. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. Kemp races over there and steals a single away from Amos Otis, and that becomes a fly out to left field, and the inning is over. At the end of 4, it's still 3-0 Royals. It will increase roster size, safety of pitcher getting thrown out because it does happen. Yeah, they need to increase the roster size to 30, make it an even 30. 15 batters, 15 pitchers. Top of the 5th, still 3-0 in favor of the boys in the Royal City. Dennis Leonard will be on the mound, and here is Steve Kemp, who made a great running play to save a single. Leonard's pitch. 1-2, strikeout chance at 12 is going to be too high. Kemp, 5-1. That's an automatic out, and it's a ground ball to third. Here is Jason Thompson. Leonard, 4-6. Possible hit by pitch. That's going to be too high. Thompson, 2-2. Popped out to second. And I'll just let the answering machine pick that up because that's actually from my mother. So let that ring. Here is Ben Oglevy with 2 outs. Leonard's pitch 6-1, and against a lefty, that's a home run chance. Home run chance against a lefty, and against a right-handed batter, that is an 18. That is a 14, and Oglevy just went deep. That is a home run for Ben Oglevy, as he gets one there for the Tigers. Solo shot for Ben Oglevy. Dennis Leonard pitched Oglevy a meatball, and he turned it into lasagna. And that is out of there, and it's now 3-1. Oglevy did have 21 home runs in 1977, so he definitely had power. Here's the catcher, Milt May. The hotline, yes, Commissioner. Yeah, right. I'm not Batman. Here's the pitch. Leonard, 5-3. Wild pitch disregarded, fouled away. 1-5. Strikeout chance. 9's going to be too high. May, 1-3. Single into left field. The inning continues. Base hit for May. He goes to first. And now Rodriguez will bat with still 2 outs here. Anything on Strat? A 6. Nothing happening. Leonard's pitch, 6-2. Strikeout chance, that 16 is too high. Rodriguez, 2-3. Ground out to short. The Tigers get 1 run on 2 hits. A solo jack by Oglevy. It's now 3-1. Here is Rosema coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning, and it will be Freddie Patek batting for Kansas City. At least I have a good sense of humor. Yes. In today's world, you need to have one. 3-5, Rozema, range play, Patek. 1-3, automatic out, ground, and that is automatic out. Number 2, that's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Tito Fuentes. His range is a 2. He's going to make the play. Throws to first, out number 1. Fuentes makes a play. And that just is a ground out to second. And here is Frank White. Rozema, 1-5, range play again. Lots of range plays today. White, 6-6, popped up to third base, and that is Rodriguez. His range is a 4. Does he catch the pop-up? That's a 5. No, that's going to drop for a hit. That is going to drop for a hit, and that's a pop-up, not a grounder, so that's just a single. That just turns into a single for Frank White, just out of his reach. I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure I don't find out if that's a... Yeah, that's just a base hit. That's just a single 3. Yeah, that doesn't turn into a double. Has no chance of... I don't roll for a single or double on that one. Frank White on it first. Here is Brett with 1 out. Strat roll says a 3. And Frank White got a chance to steal. 16 minus 3 is a 13. May is a -1, so that would be a 1-12 for Frank White to steal second. 1-12. 60% chance. What do you think? Michael Peters, way too early for Bo Jackson. What do you think, 1-12? Frank White, do we send him? 60% chance to make it. What do you think, guys? Do I send Frank White? I'll let you guys make a decision. If not, I was going to roll the base running rating to see if he does or not. It's right on the borderline. You're up by 2 runs. You got Brett at second at the plate. Go for it. Okay. 1-12, White steals second. He is safe by a mile. Rolls a 3. Frank White, safe easily. Steals second base. Puts a run in scoring position. Now we re-roll the strat again. And that is an 8. This time, nothing happening. So Brett will go. The infield stays normal. Rozema with the pitch. 3-4. That's a blank. George Brett, 1-3. That is a hit column roll to center field. That is a 4, and that is going to be a double for George Brett. So Frank White, we know, comes in to score. Brett will go to second, and that's Brett's second hit of the game, as it's an RBI double for Brett. And the score is now 4-1. No, on a 1-2, it's an overthrow. If a 1 or 2 is an overthrow. 3, it was a 3. There's no overthrow. 1-2, I would have to check the error. But George Brett gets an RBI double. He'll be at second base. 4-1 now, Kansas City. And here's Hal McRae. And still 1 out. Anything on Strat for Brett? That's a 9. Nothing happening. Rozema pitch. 3-2. Against the right, that's a blank. McRae, 6-4. Line drive to short. Does he turn a double play? That's a 2. Runner on second base. Runner on second. Yes, he does. Line drive to short. Throws to second to double off Brett. Side retire. That is an L6-4. He does turn 2 on the double play, and the Tigers get out of it. But 1 run on 2 hits and a stolen base. The Royals lead it 4-1. Forgot how well they were at this time. Oh, Kansas City? Oh, yeah. 102 wins. This was the best team in baseball that year. They just didn't win the World Series. They didn't even make it to the World Series. And that was also, remember, 1977 was the last, 1970. I remember 1977. It wasn't until 1980. It wasn't until in the mid 80s when the American and National League Championship Series went to 7 games. There were always a best of 5 back then. There were not best of 7s yet. I wonder how a series with a best of 7 would have went between the Royals and the Yankees. Top of the 6th, Dennis Leonard comes out to pitch. Here's Tom Verizor. Forgot if they had homegrown talent. Yep. Leonard's pitch. 5-3. Wild pitch. Fouled away. Strike 1. 2-4. That's a wild pitch again. Fouled away. Strike 2. Actually, that's ball 2. 1-6 against the right. That's a blank. Verizor. 5-2. Automatic out. Ground out to auto out 2. Ground out to third. Leonard doing well. Here is Ron LaFleur, top of the Detroit batting order. Leonard's pitch, 6-5 against the righty. That's a blank. LaFleur, 3-2, ground out to short. Here's Tito Fuentes. Leonard 2-2, strikeout, 19 chance, 19 too high. Fuentes 1-2, single, left field. Inning will continue. Fuentes goes to first. That's his first hit of the game. And now, can Rusty Staub come through with a big hit? He had 22 home runs in 77. Anything on Strat? That is a 17. Nope. Never saw his movie, LaFleur. Leonard will pitch. 4-2 against the lefty. That's a blank. Staub, 6-2. Auto out 3. That's going to be a ground out to short. And that retires the side. 1 hit for Detroit, but that's all they get. Bottom of the 6th coming up. The next game in this one and gone tournament will be tomorrow. That will be game number 12, and it will be the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Padres and the Dodgers tomorrow at about mid-afternoon, about the same time for Inside Pitch one and gone tournament. Tonight we got Payoff Pitch. It's the Cardinals and the Pirates. It'll be Kurt Kepcher for the Cardinals, and he is going up against Larry McWilliams. Bottom of the 6th inning. Dave Rozema. And who leads off? That would be Tom Poquette. Leads off for the Royals. Rosema's pitch, 4-2. Against the left, that's a walk chance. And that is right on the line. I'm going to re-roll just the D20. That is a 5, and that is going to be a walk. He walks Paquette. He has 6 ratings. -1 is a 5, but he does get the walk. Don't forget the promo for golf. Yes, I have some. Today is Thursday. We got golf. I got qualifying tomorrow. The Junkanoo Invitational. That's being held at the Bahamas, at the Baha Mar Golf Club. The Junkanoo Invitational qualifying will be tomorrow. I'm going to try to get that in probably in the mid-afternoon if possible. Try to. And we'll see what happens. But yes, I do want to play our 3rd tournament for golf this week. Paquette on it first. The batter is Cowens. See if anything Strat. Strat says a 16. Nothing happening. Infield halfway. Rozema, 2-5 against the righty. That is a blank. Cowens, 6-4. Starline 2. That's a ground ball to second base. Cowens, double play rating 3-4. And for Detroit, the shortstop for Riser has no pivot. So a 1-4, they turn 2. They do. Second base to shortstop, back to first, double play. As Rozema gets his best friend. 2 outs. John Mayberry, the batter. Infield back to normal. Rozema, 3-2 against the left. Strikeout chance. A 5's got him. Mayberry goes down on the K, and that will end the inning. Only a walk for the Royals, but they still lead 4-1 here. 6 innings in the books. Tigers beginning to run out of outs. The Junkanoo. That's the Junkanoo is the Bahamas version of the Mardi Gras. The Junkanoo is the Bahamian Mardi Gras, for lack of a better description. That's pretty much what that is. The Junkanoo. You can look it up. That's why I thought it would be a great name for a tournament. The Junkanoo Invitational, and that's the Baha Mar in Bahamas. And I believe that is the Champions Division doing that this week. Top of the 7th inning for History Maker Golf. Steve Kemp will bat for Detroit. Tigers running out of outs. Leonard, 3-6. Strikeout chance, 16 too high. Kemp, 2-1. Single, right field. Tigers get a leadoff man on. And that will bring up Jason Thompson. Strat roll still available. That's a 17. Nothing happening. Infield halfway. Leonard, 2-4. Wild pitch, 16 too high. That's ball 1. Leonard will pitch again. 1-1. Strikeout chance, 11. Too high against the right-hander. Thompson will swing. 6-3. Single into left field. Kemp base running rating is a 3. In order to get to third, it's a -2 for Kemp. So that's a 1. And the ball was hit to left field. McRae adds 1. So a 1-2. Kemp is going to be 1-2. He's safe at third. 3-5. He holds 6. Someone's probably out. That's a 2. He does make it to third. And Thompson has a base hit. And the Tigers are in business. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. The batter is Ben Oglevy. He went deep his last time up. Infield still halfway. The Royals going to try to play for 2 with a 3-1 lead. Dennis Leonard will pitch to Oglevy. Nobody out. Anything on Strat? An 18. Nothing. Leonard Big pitch coming up. Leonard, 5-2. Strikeout chance, 9. Got him. Just got him. 12 minus 3 is a 9, and he gets Oglevy. And that's going to be a called strike 3, 1 out. And now it'll be up to Milt May. Big out. A 15. Nothing happening. Still calling for the infield halfway. Runners at first and third. Dennis Leonard gets a big strikeout. Pitch to May. That's a 2-3 for Leonard. That's a strikeout chance. 18 will be too high. May gets the swing. 3-3. Ground out to short. Grounder to short. Steve Kemp, of course, is coming. Steve Kemp, of course, is coming home, and they're going to try to turn 2. Ground ball double play 4. None here. That is a 5. No pivot man, I believe. Grounder to short. Second baseman White has no pivot. A 1-5. They turn the double play and get out of the inning. They do. Shortstop to second to first. Twin killing. Leonard gets out of it. 6-4-3. No runs. 2 hits for Detroit. 7th inning stretch. Still 4-1 Royals. That was an opportunity that went by the board for the Tigers. Bottom of the 7th. Dave Rozema, not tired. He's got plenty of gas left. Darryl Porter leads off for the Royals. Rozema's pitch. That's a 6-1. That's at the ballpark. 3-5, and that's a ground out to third. Next batter will be Amos Otis. 5-1 for Rozema. Possible error on a throw. Otis, 1-5. Ground ball to second. The ball is hit. The ball is hit to Fuentes. His error rating is a 9. That's a 12. Fuentes will make the play. Throws to first. 2 outs. And here's Freddie Patek. Rozema, 6-3. Strikeout chance, 17 too high. Patek, 6-1. Hit column roll into center field. That's a 15 against the righty, and that is just going to be a fly out to center as the 15 is higher than the triple 14. That is a fly out to center and a 1-2-3 inning for Kansas City. At the end of 7, still 4-1 Kansas City. The Tigers are missing out on opportunities. We go to the top of the 8th. Aurelio Rodriguez is due to bat, and I think we might start seeing some pinch hitters here. So let's see what we're going to do. Leonard is not tired yet. He's got plenty. He's still got some gas in his tank. 1, 2, 27, 8, 9, 31, 2. We'll go here. Let me look at Detroit's bench and see if we're going to do anything. They are going to do something. Aurelio Rodriguez is going to come out of the game, and Phil Mankowski will take over for Detroit. He will also take over at third base as well. And his ratings are pretty much the same, except a little higher error rating, but that's about it. Phil Mankowski will pinch hit and take over at third. He'll go up against Dennis Leonard here in the top of the 8th inning. Leonard will pitch 4-1, possible error grounder. 3-2, and that's a line drive hit right to second. 1 out. Line out to second. Here's Tom Verizor. He bats 197. Let's see if anything I can do for Detroit on that. A very young Alan Trammell in 1977, one of his first years. I really don't think I got anything to deal with here. It could bring in Tim Corcoran to pinch hit and move Trammell into shortstop, but his range is awful. But right now you need runs, not defense. Tom Verizor is going to come out. Tim Corcoran's going to pinch hit for the Tigers. And a very young Alan Trammell is going to take over at shortstop. And I mean very young if you want to look at his card. Don't know if he's even going to come up to bat. So that's it for Verizor. Trammell will take over. And his error rating is he's a 1.9 with no pivot. But they need batters. So here's Tim Corcoran with 1 out. Tigers running out of time. Leonard's pitch. 3-4. Double question mark. Let's see here. Against a lefty, a 1-12 would be a star line. That's a 12, and he gets him out. And that's going to be a ground out to first. Leonard pitching a gem, doing a very good job today. Top of the batting order for Detroit. Now here's Ron LaFleur. Leonard, 1-6 against the righty. That's a blank. LaFleur, 3-1. Ground out to second. Side retired. I try to help the Tigers out, but they can't do it. 1-2-3 inning for Dennis Leonard. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 4-1 Royals. Rosema still has something left in his tank. 32, so pretty much the same batter. 7, 8, 9, 31, 2. Rosema will pitch to Frank White. Tigers not going to the bullpen yet. It's not Rozema. I mean, they're down 4-1. The big difference in this game was a triple by John Mayberry. Was a bases-loaded triple by Mayberry in the first. Rosema's pitch, 2-1. Possible home run check. That 15 is going to be too high for either side. So it's a blank, and White will swing. 4-2. He flies out the left. Here's George Brett. Brett having a good game. He's 2 for 3. Single and a double. Rozema, 1-6. Strikeout chance. 14 too high. Brett, 2-3. And that's a single past the second baseman. A base hit for Brett. That's his 3rd hit of the game. And why wouldn't be? George Brett, one of the best third basemen ever. Top 10 third baseman in history. I'll put him up there with him. If George Brett, to me, was the Mike Schmidt of the American League. And Mike Schmidt, of course, one of the best third basemen as well. 1 out. Brett on at first. Here's McCray. And no strat roll. So it's a straight pitch. But the infield is halfway. Rozema. 2-2. That's at the ballpark. McCray. 2-6. That is a single possible double. Single possible double. It's an automatic 2 bases for George Brett. He automatically goes to third. McCray's base running rating is a 3. The ball is hit to center. LaFleur has no arm. So a 1-3, McCray makes it to second. And he does. So that is a double. Runners at second and third for the Royals. With only 1 out, here's Tom Paquette. Dave Rozema in a little bit of trouble. Paquette the batter. Rozema. Do you bring in a new pitcher here? Runners at second and third. They have to call the infield in. You can't allow any more runs to score. You're down 4-1 as it is. They're going to bring in a new pitcher. So Rozema's coming out. They're going to bring in a lefty from the pen to pitch to Paquette. Let's see who they're going to bring in, and it will be it's going to be John Hiller. Hiller will pitch to Paquette. 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th inning, 4-1 Kansas City. Runners at second and third. The infield is in. No strat roll. Paquette is the batter. Paquette is 0 for 1. He flew out, but he walked and he got hit. Infield in. Big bat here for the Tigers to try to keep it a 4-1 game. Pitch from Hiller. That's a 1-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. He just came into the game. But Paquette gets the swing. That's a 3-3. And it's going to be a double to right field. Double to right. Brett will score. McRae, of course, will score. Paquette will go to second base. And that pretty much put the game out of reach. Two runs, 2 RBI double by Tom Paquette. It's now 6-1 Royals. That will pretty much do it. Here's Al Cowens. Infield back to normal. Hiller will pitch. The Tigers pretty much resigned now, down by 5 runs. And the way Dennis Leonard is pitching, they're not going to get through him. Hiller's pitch, 3-6, strikeout chance, 15 too high. Cowens, 2-6 against the lefty. That's a double to left field. That's a DET. Cowens gets a double. Another run will score. Paquette will cross home plate. Cowens gets on there. And the Royals are now really putting it out of reach. Now 7-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! And now John Mayberry with still 1 out. And now 7-1 Kansas City. Hiller's pitch. 2-3. A walk plus 10. And he does walk him. Fast enough now for the Tigers. And here's Darryl Porter. Infield halfway to try to get the double play. Hiller's pitch. 4-2. Range play. Porter, 4-2. A fly ball hit the right field, a star line. That's a 4. And against the lefty, that's going to be a single 4. But the ball is hit to right. The ball, Oglevy is there. Oglevy's got a range of 1 to 4. Does he make the play? Actually, it's not a hit. I'm sorry. My bad. What did I say here? Let me check that again. Wait a minute. My bad. That's a ball hit. That's a right hit. That is a ball hit to right. Right, 2-6. I want to double check. Right, 2-6. It's a ball hit to right field. That's right, Oglevy. I'm sorry, let me roll that. It's a 3. Oglevy will make the catch. He will make the catch, so it becomes a fly ball to right field. Cowens, on a fly ball to right, it only needs his base running rating to get to third. A 1 to 4, he'll make third. A 2, and he does. 2 outs. Almost made a mistake there, but I got it. Fly ball to right, but Cowens will advance to third base. For a minute, I thought it was a 4. My bad. Here's Amos Otis. Runners at the corners, 2 outs now. Infield back to normal. Hiller is not tired, but he probably will be after the next couple of batters. Hiller's pitch, 4-5 against the righty. That's a blank. Otis, 1-4, ground out to third. That'll end the inning. The Royals pick up 3 runs on 4 hits and a walk. At the end of 8, they are leading 7-1, and it looks like this is over. Unless the Tigers put together some major 9th inning magic. Dennis Leonard still has some gas in his tank. He's going to stay out there, try to get a complete game, and why not? Tito Fuentes will lead off for Detroit. As we now start the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Last chance for the Cats. Leonard's pitch. That's a 6-1. And against a lefty, that's a home run chance because Fuentes is batting from the left side. Fuentes against the righty is a 1. That's a 3. No home run. He was close. But Fuentes, what Fuentes does get, a 2-2, and it's a fly out to left. One man down. And now Rusty Staub. Leonard 5-1. That's a range play at the ballpark. Staub Royal Stadium 2-5. That's a fly out to center. I'm sorry, that's a range play at the ballpark. Fly ball to center field. The ball is at the Paquette. His range is a 4. And he doesn't make the play. Staub has a bait. That's a fly out to center field. And that is going, is that a single or a double? It's a single. Staub will hold it first. That is a base hit. My bad. I'm trying to rush here and I shouldn't do it. Rusty Staub gets a 1-out hit. He'll go to first. And the batter is Steve Kemp. Kemp 1 for 3 in this game. No strat roll. Leonard 5-4. That's at the ballpark. Royal Stadium 1-6. Single to right field. That's a base hit. Staub with a base running rating of 1. In order to get in, and it's a +2, which makes it a 3. +1 from here is a 4. And the right fielder for Kansas City is Cowens. He has no arm. A 1-4, Rusty Staub gets the third. That is a 1, and he does. And Steve Kemp, that's a 3, and on a roll of 1, and Steve Kemp, his base running rating is a 3. And he's going to take second on the throw. So Steve Kemp gets a single, turns it into a double on the throw. So it's a 1-3. So he advances because he's the trailing runner on a 1. So now we got runners at second and third with 2 outs. Can the Tigers at least get some runs? Here's Jason Thompson. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Infield normal. Dennis Leonard, 1-4. That's a range play. Thompson, 6-1. Fly ball to left field. The ball is hit to McRae. He's got a range of 4. A 1-4. This game is over. It's a 5. It's not. It's a fly ball to left field. Is it a single or a double? It's a double by Jason Thompson. And that's going to score 2 runs. 2 RBI double by Johnson brings home Staub, and it brings home Kemp. John Thompson on at second base. And it's now 7-3. And now here's Ben Oglevy, who hit a home run earlier in this game. Dennis Leonard is tired. They're going to see if he can go a little longer. Still 2 outs here, top of the 9th, but now a 7-3 game. Kansas City having a little problem getting that last out. Here's the pitch from Leonard. That's a 1-2. Strikeout chance. 16 is going to be too high. Oglevy, 5-3, and he popped it up. Pops it up to second base. Calling for it is Frank White. Pats his glove, puts it out, blop, and the ball falls into it, and that will do it as the Tigers are eliminated. But made it interesting for a moment there. Royals will win the game 7-3 here at Royal Stadium. The Tigers did get 2 runs on 3 hits. I'll give you a final line score here in a moment. The Kansas City Royals, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For Detroit, 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Dennis Leonard goes the distance. Complete game gets the win. Dave Rozema takes the loss. Actually, was maybe a little closer than it was. It wasn't for that triple by John Mayberry in the first inning. Who knows? With that 3 RBI triple, who knows where the Royals might have come out with. But it is Dennis Leonard, and I'm going to give him the MVP, absolutely, as he deserves it, going the distance. And Kansas City will advance, and they will play the winner of the Texas-Oakland game, game number 17. But tomorrow here on Inside Pitch, it'll be game number 12, and it will be the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Don't know the pitching matchup yet. You'll find that out when you see it. And tonight, we got the Cardinals and the Pirates in Payoff Pitch 1985. Michael Peterson, Bears Dan 007 for Remain 90. Thank you, and thank you all for joining me here at Royal Stadium for a good baseball game. Forgetting about the ballots, let's talk about we did some baseball. Thank you all for joining me, and we will see you later tonight. Stay safe, healthy, strong, and smart. The Royals eliminate the Tigers 7-3. Have a good night, everybody. We'll catch you a little later.